Okay, so this is the part 2 of section 5.1. We're going to continue on with finding the missing angle measures. So it tells you on the side, I'm just going to read it to you, when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, special angle relationships exist. We've kind of already talked about this. If you know one angle measure out of those 8, you can find all of the other angles. So using the given angle measure, find the measure of the other 7 angles. So we know that this angle right here is 135. So there's a couple of things going on. We know that the 135-degree angle and angle 7 are vertical angles. Okay, so we know that these are both 135 degrees. Okay, we also know that this angle, if we do alternate exterior angles, we know that if we go across the transversal and across the parallel lines, that angle 3 would also be 135 degrees. Okay, we can also do alternate interior angles. We know this is 135, so we could do across the transversal and across to the other parallel line, and angle 1 is also 135, and that makes sense because these are vertical. So we know that this angle, along with angle 7, angle 1, and angle 3 are all 135. And I'm hoping you're writing this down. Unfortunately, I cannot. My little ink pen is not working at the moment. So I'm hoping you're writing this down. All 4 of these angles, 135 here, 135 at angle 7, 135 at angle 1, and 135 at angle 3. That leaves us 6, 5, 4, and 2 to discover. Okay? These are all acute angles. They're going to be less than 90. There's a couple of things we can do. We've got 3 straight lines going on. So we have a straight line here that's 180 degrees. We have a straight line here that's 180. And we have the transversal that's also 180. So we have a couple of things going on. We can look at these 2 angles right here, 135 and angle 5. And we can look at, they lie in a straight line. So that means the 2 angles, these 2 angles together have to total 180. So if this total is 180 and this part of that total is 135, we know that this would have to be 180 minus 135, which is 45 degrees. So I know now the angle 5 is 45. Well, that means angle 6 is also 45 because they're vertical. Okay? I also know that angle 4 is 45 because 5 and 4 are both interior, but they're also opposite sides of each other. So they're alternate interior. And then I also know the measure of angle 2 is 45 because these are vertical angles. And then it makes sense because 2 and 6 need to be equal because they are alternate exterior angles. Okay? So moving forward, go ahead and pause the video and tell me the measure of all of these angles. And we just did it, so hopefully you have them written down. And we talked about how you know. So you can do this step if you want. You can use the justification of vertical with angle, let's see, angle 1. Oh, we could also use corresponding. Angle 1 corresponds with the 135-degree angle. Okay? So they're corresponding angles. Angles 6 and 4 are the same measurement because they're corresponding angles. So give me some justification such as vertical, alternate interior, alternate exterior, or corresponding. Okay? And this right here is some extra practice that you could do. Page 375, numbers 4 through 7. You can do them right here, but they're in your math book, page 375. So you could do these few problems in your math book, tear it out, and put it into your book, into your notebook for practice if you would like to. And that is the end of the video.